Welcome, everybody. John Zager. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I think it's just before 12 here in Colorado. Rainy. It's been raining for the last half a day, all last night, all this morning. I think it's supposed to rain for like 4 days. It's not really a rain, it's kind of like a drizzle. So, I guess it's good. It's springtime. Everything's greening up, so that's very cool. I've been thinking again. I'm moving my seat back. That's the noise you're hearing, you guys. Sorry about that. And I do have my cup of turmeric ginger green tea. And I'm loving it. This is on my third day back on it. And of course, it does miracle stuff to us. Y'all should drink that every day. It's good for you. So some practices that are good for you in having better health and healing. And there are some obvious ones, and we're going to talk about two of the obvious ones. And then, of course, I might go off onto some other thing that I come up with, who knows what. But meditation and yoga. Part of this is kind of for the ladies. I think the ladies do more yoga than the men do, although there are some outstanding masters that are men in yoga. Actually, one of them, what's his name? I can't remember. He's down in Costa Rica, but he's on LinkedIn. Should really look him up. I think he has a school and different kinds of things you can attend down there and enrich your life. But so let's just do yoga first. It's a practice that's been around forever and ever and ever, right? And it's been used for spiritual and medical purposes. And it has produced positive results. Some of the obvious is just the physical aspects of your body change by doing the yoga on a regular basis, right? All of that is good, and we want our bodies to, become more limber. The muscles be used where, in a lot of cases, we're not using them at all, and just for health purposes, medical purposes, of the muscles, the bones, the tendons, the ligaments, the stretching, all of that kind of stuff. It's just got huge benefits to it. I wonder if I can say this word, the elasticity that you acquire. Now, here's the other part of it that's kind of cool, is that you end up with a discipline. Mental discipline. Yeah? So the mental discipline you acquire from yoga is outstanding, and certainly something that the world today doesn't seem to have enough of, right? Seems to be a lot of people running around on the planet kind of in chaos, and everybody's doing their own program, which basically is no program. It's narcissism and self-aggrandizement. And a deal like yoga puts principles and law together for you to follow. You guys can't argue with that. How can that be wrong? It also incorporates the spiritual aspect of principles and law. What are the benefits? The benefits are the obvious: the stress reduction, the self-control, the mind control, the body control, the emotional control, the healing, the self-healing, the compassion, the love, the nurturance, the sharing, the feeling of oneness with the universe, the feeling of oneness in the universe. Need I go any more? So my deal is sign up. It's not an age specific thing. It's not an age specific practice. You can practice it at any age, and the older you get, go do it, especially the older you get. The benefits outweigh anything that could possibly resemble a negative aspect of it, which I don't think there are any. So that's yoga. And it follows the principles and the law of the universe. And the world today, pretty much wherever you go, America, obviously number one, is not following any protocol, let alone laws of the universe. And this will put you there. It'll keep you centered. It'll keep you focused. It'll keep your intention very clear and your emotions attached to those intentions so that you can manifest health and wellness in your life. Meditation. Number 2, meditation. Probably done equally by men and women. I think there's masters, both male and female, all over the world that teach and practice meditation. Various kinds of meditation. Meditation's the same thing as the yoga. It follows the laws of the universe, the principles of the universe. It both has spiritual aspects, physical aspects, and emotional aspects that are all positive. Win, win, win. The physical stuff, gosh darn, where's the list? Where do you want to start the list? Cardiovascular improvements, blood flow, blood pressure reduced, heart rate reduced, respiration reduced, opening of arteries and veins, go down to your intestinal tract and digestive system. All of that gets relaxed. Therefore, you're not taking all the over-the-counter medications that you do for indigestion and, gas and not able to eat certain foods and all that awful, awful stuff that happens to you. Physically, meditation just has overwhelming success. It's what's the word I want to use? It's the place that you start off with self-healing. It takes you to self-healing. It puts you in a direction of eliminating disease, diagnosis, trauma from your life. If practiced on a regular basis, can alleviate all that stuff. Emotional or mental. It's the same thing as the yoga. It gives you a discipline. It gives you a practice. It gives you principles and philosophies. And it keeps you focused. It collects your intentions. Produces the same kind of stuff as yoga, the love, the compassion. Just all of the stuff that make us one in the universe with one another. Meditation. I don't do yoga. I have studied yoga, but I don't do yoga. I just do meditation. I do my meditations twice a day, sometimes 3. I spend a lot of time in the evening and at night doing meditations. And all kinds of different meditations. I mean, obviously you have your meditations where you have intentions and emotions attached to that, and you're looking to manifest something or some health and wellness, reduce some physical aspect that's causing a problem in your life, stuff like that. If you're working on physical disease. But what I do is I focus on an intention for the evening, and I might do a couple-hour meditation, an hour meditation, hour and a half meditation. And then as I wake up throughout the night, I may wake up a couple times throughout the night. I'll try to process my dreams, but if I'm not current with what the dream just was, I'll go back into meditation and maybe just work on breathing and relaxing and respiration and heart rate and quietness, calmness, mindfulness. So meditation and yoga are equally beneficial. And I encourage everyone to practice one or both to improve their health and wellness. I just think it's very important. The problem you run into, and it's a problem and it's not a problem, is that as you get out into your day's activities, you're going to be more relaxed, calm, at ease, not stressed, patient, deliberate, determined, focused. Those kinds of things are going to become more apparent in your personality. Because as you do yoga and or meditation, you're changing your personality, how you think, act, and feel. You all knew that. And in turn, when you get out into the public, there is probably more people out here in your daily activity that are not doing yoga or meditation than are doing it. So you're going to not feel as if you fit in. You know, if you don't put your car up to above the speed limit and keep up with the traffic, you know, people are going to be upset with you. If you don't move along, so to speak, right, people are going to be upset with you. So, I saw a girl. I was in a hot tub the other day. The place that I work out has an indoor-outdoor. They have both. Hot tub, and I always go to the outdoor hot tub and try to relax in there and just do some private meditating, that kind of thing. But what was interesting, there was a lady in there that was actually meditating. I'm not quite sure what was up with that, but she had a hand held above the water, and she was looking up into the heavens for, I don't know, divine inspiration or something. I wasn't quite sure. And I had said to her, I said, are you meditating? Is there something wrong with your hand, your arm? And she said, I think she said I cut my hand. And I looked at her hand. I was relatively close, and there wasn't a scratch on it. So I didn't quite get that. That might have been just, but that was the hand that she was holding out of the water. Don't know what that was all about. The important part that I guess I'm trying to make is that I saw a lady in there that was attempting to meditate, and that was a good thing, but it just was awkward with the people in the hot tub kind of interacting about daily goings-on and things of such unimportance. It's ridiculous. And then here's this lady in what appeared to be a pretty deep meditational thought. I wished her well. And, of course, she didn't stay and got up and left. So we're not going to fit in all the time as our personalities change. By doing meditations, by doing yoga, by working on mindfulness, self-healing. So we have to retreat a little bit into our own world and detach ourselves from the goings-on and craziness of the daily world around us. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with the people that are out there going 100 miles an hour, somewhat expecting or demanding that I get as crazy as they are and run my life in that same manner. That's not where I'm at. I don't say anything to anybody, but I think that. I just seem to think maybe there's a higher place. There's a lot of people you run into out there that don't have any practices. They're not even spiritual. They don't have a religion or a belief in a greater intelligence. They seem to cruise along as if what they have is just a way of life, and it's no big deal. Everybody has all the same stuff, and I don't sense any gratitude out there. Thankfulness, prayerfulness. I heard that saying the other day that, when you're praying, you're talking to God, and when you're meditating, God is talking to you. I think I said that the other day. I thought that was pretty cool. So, and Dr. Joe talks about this, what I'm going to say here in a moment, and he does a much more eloquent presentation of it than I could even imagine. But, his is funny. His is funny. He, as you continue to work your program and meditate or do yoga or get into this, different principles, practices, and laws of the universe, and just all this stuff around healing, self-healing, wellness, mindfulness, and whatnot. Your personality changes. Yes. And the way that he presents it is really funny, is that he said, and go listen to his stuff. Don't listen to my stuff. It's not very funny, but, somebody might come up to you and say, did you shave your mustache? Oh, you didn't have a mustache. Did you shave your beard? You never had a beard. Did you get your hair cut? No? Are you losing weight? You look good. No. So people are going to see you differently, right? As opposed to being the old you. How you used to think, act, and feel. So, he does a great presentation on that, and please go listen to him. But the point, the takeaway on the thing is that, we do change, and we do evolve, and we do become another person. And it's all for the better. And what we're doing from the self-healing perspective, neuroscience, is so we're just down-regulating genes that are so unhealthy for us that, they cause us to be sick and mental, spiritual, and emotionally. And we're up-regulating just an incredible power of healing, energy around healing. Our chemistry is changing. Our biology is changing. It doesn't take the environment to make our biology change. We now know that our minds and our thinking can cause the biology to change. And of course, people just see you as totally different. The deeper and deeper I get into this, I find, being honest, I really don't want to spend a lot of time around people that are going 100 miles an hour. I don't really want to spend time around people that are just not on the same wavelength. It just doesn't feel right. So I don't know about that, but I like where I'm going. I like the changes that I'm going through. I like the meditating. I wouldn't mind going to a school on yoga. And the other thing I've been thinking about is they have some, universities, quantum mechanics, physics, has to do with healing and all that. I wouldn't mind attending one of those. I really wouldn't mind going to one of Dr. Joe Dispenza's week-long workshops. They just won't let me in. I guess I'm not sick enough to get a scholarship. And I certainly don't have enough money to go, but I sure would like to go. The learning curve would go pretty quickly if you could get to the source of the information. So it's Saturday, raining here in Colorado. Probably be raining here again tomorrow in Colorado. I'm excited. I know, kind of got a little lengthy there again with my presentation, but I'm excited about today. Here's my parting thought. Is this is so true, you guys. There are infinite possibilities that exist in the quantum field for me today that are all healthy. That's what I believe. I believe that. If I have an hour before I fall asleep at night, I still believe there are infinite possibilities that exist for my betterment that could happen in the last hour before I fall asleep. I'm a believer. I have taken old beliefs, you guys, and trashed them. And I mean literally trashed them. I don't want to ever go back to the way it was. So, hope you all have a good weekend. God bless everybody. Take care of one another. And look forward to talking to you all again real soon. See you. Bye.